An hour later, Kator sees a massive, heavily armed ship approaching the shore. He wakes the others, and Jack identifies the sails on the ships to be the Imperial Navy of Kalamar from Shroga Pravaz.
Those on the shore, are you responsible for this sunken pirate ship?
Says a boosted voice from aboard the Imperial ship. Wethra casts thaumaturgy on Kator so he can answer.
Yes, we fought the pirates and sunk their ship.
A small boat is lowered from the side of the ship, and it rows to shore. The group head over to meet them and are greeted by a 3.5-foot tall naval commander wearing a 1.5-foot tall hat.
Who is your leader?
Everyone points to Kator, who looks around before answering.
Me, I guess. Kator Kataiwa.
I'm Jean-Luc. Did you kill all the pirates?
Every last one.
Krug lies,
All that we saw, but it was dark during the attack.
says Kator, thinking of the fire-breathing Sabot that they allowed to escape. Jack overhears some of the Navy soldiers speaking in a foreign language and casts comprehend languages. He overhears several conversations, including,
Is this the end of the Cloven Nemesis? No, they are bigger than just one ship. I don't believe this ragtag group could have killed Mad Spike Chum Bucket. Their leader, Mad Spike Chum Bucket. You would have known him if you fought him. He is known to hide out away from the ship, and if you don't have his head, then I must assume he is still alive.
says Jean-Luc.
However, I can give you this.
He hands Kator a scroll and a wand.
The scroll is the bounty of Chum Bucket's head. Just dip the wand in his blood or brains or spinal fluid, and we will be alerted, and the bounty will be retrievable.
Kator hands the scroll to Jack to read.
One favor from the king, or any representative therein, so long as the king does not object to the nature of the favor. It doesn't have any monetary value, but it is something we should hold on to.
The group negotiates the purchase of 2 small rowboats for an exorbitant fee, since they were functioning as lifeboats for the Navy. Then Jean-Luc and his comrades, also named Jean-Luc, depart.
Before we try to rest a bit more, are we going to address the elephant in the room?
Asks Kator. Krug and Wethra exchange glares but remain silent.
Before the bandit riders are meeting with sibling Whitley, what was that? Why does everyone keep telling us to go away? Are we the bad guys?
Asks Kator. The group argues for a short time, Wethra getting very offended by Krug's, Thok's, and Tilly's morals. Then loud thunder pangs through the late afternoon sky, and Wethra falls down in a seizure. She awakes a moment later and says,
I have had a vision from Baldrai. My place is with you, but to continue we must change. We must be a family.
A good time to turn back now is, if anyone has second thoughts about our quest.
Says Silenifi. Everyone exchanges glances. Thok says,
I want to keep going, but I don't know how to be a family. You guys are nicer than the pack. I want to follow you.
I was raised by thieves and a vampire, and my adopted father paid me to kill his son, my stepbrother.
says Tilly.
But I want to be here as well.
Krug don't know you, but Krug teach you the ways of Orc. Krug still owe Wethra the Orcish cure for everything. Plus Krug bond with Bob. Krug named Dire Goat Bob. Bob like Krug.
Well, I'm definitely in this to the end.
Says Jack.
I do not abandon a hunt, but I agree with Wethra. We should be more merciful.
Says Kator.
We shall give the enemy a chance to surrender unless we have reason to think it is mindless or unpersuadable. If things attempt to flee, we shall allow them to escape as long as it does not seem like a liability to us. And no attacking each other, not even with spells.
Says Wethra.
And no killing innocent civilians. And if we see enslaved animals, we give them a chance to live as well, like these horses here.
Says Kator. The group gets a few more hours of rest before it is dark enough to use the boats to get to the sewer entrance at Pier 4. Silenive stays behind to take care of Bob and the 4 horses.